And now we come to another horror film this Halloween. And this time it's about Pete Davidson, who does community service for an old folks home.
The Review Warrior.
So The Home was directed by James DeMoonaco and it stars Pete Davidson, John Glover and Bruce Altman. The Home follows Max, who realises that the residents and caretakers in the retirement home he started working at hides sinister secrets. Okay, so going into The Home, I saw the trailer. I thought it looked okay, and then I saw who directed it. It was James DeMoonaco, who has brought us the Purge films. Personally, I'm not a big fan of the Purge films. I didn't like the first one. Purge Anarchy was okay. I didn't see Purge Election Year. Didn't like the first Purge. Haven't watched the Forever Purge. But anyway, when I saw the trailer and I saw that Pete Davidson was in a horror film, I was just like, okay, this could be good. Turns out it's okay, but it's just your normal run-of-the-mill horror film with tons of cliches that you wouldn't be able to count on your one hand. But anyway, let's go to what I like first, shall we? So like I said before, starring as Max, we have Pete Davidson. I like Pete Davidson as an actor and a comedian. I've seen him on SNL, I've seen The King of Staten Island, and I've seen his little cameo in The Suicide Squad. He was also good in Dogman, I cannot leave that one out. But in The Home, he looked bored for some weird reason. He looked like he didn't want to be there. I think he was just like, man, this isn't a comedy film. What the fuck am I doing here? I mean, as far as it goes, Pete Davidson was fine. But like I said, he just looked like he didn't want to be there. That's the only gripe I have about Pete Davidson in the film. And then we also have John Glover playing Lou, who is one of the residents in the film. He's very mysterious. Last time I saw John Glover was in Shazam, and he was a douchebag in that film. But when I was watching The Home, he was a good actor. Like I said, he was very mystical, very mysterious. He was hiding the big thing from Pete Davidson. I'm not going to spoil it. And there's a bit when he's like having a seizure or having a meltdown. And yeah, he's good at doing that scene. He's good at doing all that. So going into the horror aspect for The Home, it was, like I said, it's just your normal cliches. You know, people saying, oh, don't go in there, but you still do. That's one thing that annoys me about horror films. Like, just stop with the cliches. Make something original. Do something like, I don't know, Heart Eyes. That was a good horror film. And, something like Good Boy as well. But, no, they just bring back the old cliches and it just gets really old. But it does have a good twist at the end, so I will give it credit for that. And there were scenes where it just looked like old NPCs, you know, like all the patients just look like NPCs in a video game. You know, just moving around in the background and all that rubbish. I don't know. It's a bit of a weird one, this one, because the film was okay, while also following tons and tons of horror movie cliches. If CinemaSins ever did a sin video for this movie, I think he would hit the nail on the head. He would find tons of cliches for this film. Yeah, it just follows so many like horror tropes and horror cliches. It's predictable. There we go. That's the word I was going to look for. This film was predictable as hell. You can see the jump scares coming from 2 miles away, and all the old horror movie tropes. You think there's like a flashing thing saying, "Oh, jump scare coming up," or watch out, this is gonna happen now. That kind of thing, you know. It does have a gory as hell ending though. That scene was cool. Like axe wielding Pete Davidson. That scene was cool. I will not lie to you. I had a good time with the last 10 minutes of this film. But apart from that, I thought this film was a little bit predictable. I think this might be my shortest review. I know I said that in my John Candy I Like Me review, but this is genuine and might actually be my shortest review. Anyway.
Verdict time.
So in the end, The Home, it was okay. It was a little bit predictable. You saw the scares coming from a mile away. Pete Davidson was good in the film though. But I just can't justify giving this a good review because of the cliches alone. Again, I know I keep saying this, but you see the scares coming from a mile away. Take a shot of how many times I've said that in this video. The direction by James DeMoonaco was okay at best. The acting was okay. The jump scares, you saw them coming. But I don't think I've got anything else to say about The Home. So with that being said, I'm going to give The Home a C+. So The Home, have you seen it? What did you think about it? Or what is your favourite horror film or Pete Davidson film? Whatever it is, comment below. Let me know what it is. I've been the Review Warrior. Thank you so much for watching and checking out this video. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, and be sure to check here for more reviews coming soon.